Hello, Heaven Hacking. Many people know that I'm a diabetic. And there's one thing I want for my hot chocolate. Marshmallows. This new company, I know it is, but it's marshmallows. Sugar-free marshmallows. I know it's $4, and it's fruit-flavored marshmallow, but finally, I could have sugar-free marshmallows in my sugar-free hot chocolate. I know, but that's not all. They got fruit gum and one of my favorite gummies, especially the Coke bars, sugar-free. Thank you. I love eating these things. Once I became a diabetic way back in 2001, candies like that was hard to find up here in the Yukon. And I'm fun, and I've been waiting for sugar-free marshmallows. Now, if they bring sugar-free marshmallows for the campsite, that'd be great. I could sit and watch marshmallows with everybody. That's just simply amazing that I found that. But that's not all amazing. Guess what? I bought some not long ago. Now, for years I get tired of Coca-Cola. Because for diabetes. But recently started last year, Coca-Cola had put some wonderful flavors out. Now, they got strawberry and blueberry. No more Boeing pop for me as a diabetic. I know it's $6 for 8, but the thrill of drinking something other than diabetic root beer, Dr. Pepper, and the other cola brands. I love to thank Coca-Cola for this because they got last year they came out with blood orange and all that because that was kind of an open market, for us because it's boring pop, but blueberry. And the other is AACAI. That's the new superfood of the month. I don't care, but it's blueberry, and this is my second taste, and I just love have something to drink that's different, and Coca-Cola doing it better. Pepsi is not even jumping into this new fad of, they haven't made nice different flavor pop since the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Pentos, they making wonderful flavor, but not often in diet form. Get diet orange Coke is so hard, and it still is, by Crush. But now I will enjoy drinking something that's not plain cola. I'm, sugar-free stuff for diabetics. I'll get in there. I'll get up here in the Yukon. But there is also fruit gums. I didn't bought it yet, but Coca-Cola, Coke. And yes, you can eat your Coke. You can't eat your Coke other than drinking and smoking it. Yeah. So, when the diabetic God smiled upon me now, I'm very, very happy. But here's the next tip. I always have to keep candy around in case my blood sugar goes down. Thankful holidays. About this time of year, about 3 or 4 times a year, people get a lot of candies. And then this season over. I scored, it comes with cards. Some Christmas candy for backup or for cooking. As you know, since this is party and it's not bad or whatever, it just like it's Christmas over. What would you give away the food bank? I wish they do, but they don't. And I also got a lot of these. These, right? Little noted, but still good. So I pack these away, freeze them, and when my blood sugar go, I have to. But that's the second thing. How I get free food. Easter, let's say 2 months after Easter, someone buys those big 1 pound chocolates. Get tired of it, what they do, they throw it away. Same as at Christmas, Valentine. After the sales and so forth, people buy so much, they put all the candies in the bag and pitch them out. Especially during Halloween, I have to wait until basically middle of November when I get a bag full candy that the kids don't want and the parents don't want, so they fill the whole bag out in the garbage. No pain, no nothing, as you see. Fine with me. But I know, and sometimes they got little noted like you've seen there. They say fine. The other time is during tourists' time. I don't get half the people. They put a chocolate ball in front, okay, and they drive. You know how chocolate in the sun does. Well, it's just like frozen pop. They throw it away. They think the mixture of the two types, the chocolate go bad. You just bought it in the morning, it's melted by noon. What do? You put it in your freezer to bring it back. No, they throw it away. Over the year, I found a lot of melted chocolate from tourists. And they think, it's melted, it's garbage. No. Unless it's busting through the wrappers, that's a different thing. And then I don't pick those. But people is like that. When traveling, people don't really take care of the food. I don't find that many melted chocolate, but when I do, I would wonder if they just take that chocolate and put it in the cooler with the ice, it will go back or what? They think the too melted flavor in some of these chocolate mix will become bad. The only time you chocolate go bad if you leave the chocolate there for 5-6 days and the chocolate changes color. As you notice, chocolate is not different in color, so that means it stay fresh. And put in my freezer when my blood sugar's down. I need something sweet to bring it up. I have. It doesn't cost me anything, but still, that's a food recycling thing. And there's a certain person who, I'm trying to prove, that, not prove, tell them all about how I get secondhand food from the garbage. There's a book, by the way, you could buy about chocolate, and it tells you when it's to throw it away. When it gets really light, like brown, that's time to pitch it. But when you find chocolate that's just perfect, it's still eatable. you know. So yeah, and you know, even St. Patty Day comes, the same thing, you know. Like it may be melted, but it's so good. So we put it on overnight. It's cool. Some reason people think when the chocolate gets melted it's bad. I know it's soft and messy, but put it in the fridge for a few minutes, an hour or so. They will be back to normal. Then you could eat them if you don't want that chocolatey mess, like when you feed melted chocolate to your kid. You know, chocolate is chocolate. It's a tough food. I would recommend any beginner person to learn about chocolate and how to tell it when it's bad. Other than smell and magnets, but no. And this is Purdy chocolate made from Vancouver. Every time even the diabetic version of this, I'm always pretty because it's a top-notch chocolate. And buying one of these, it's not cheap. The whole batch of chocolate, Lindos or Purdy, very expensive chocolate. Because it's not for Christmas, it don't mean to throw away. When I get my diabetic cookies, I melt this over it, so I have a bit of sugar with my diabetic cookie melted in the fridge. Diabetic chocolate don't really melt. Well, I usually, use the 70% and sweeten it up a bit with that, make my Linda balls, and that's anything that goes with it. And yeah, that's how I recycle food. I know, it's icky, but you know how nice and clean. It's not no coffee stains or anything. But if you do, inside of it, it's if I find one wet and if it's not open, I'd say, yeah, it's good chocolate and it's in sealed plastic like that. So that's one tip for for my friends who wonder, are you eating? How do you tell? Well, as you know, none of them have been bitten, tube, spit, mold, and so forth. As I say, as long as they're dry, packed it right, and some idiot got tired of eating them and figured, well, I'm not going to take it down to the food bank. I'm nuts. Because I now, when I have my low sugar, I basically have my own batch of candies. For that, and doesn't love me anything. Food waste is one of the biggest things in the world. I hate recycling. Counts. We can make things for recycle, but food. If you have something there that you don't want, and you live in an apartment and see food like that, and give it to the person. Oh, take what you don't like and give it to the food bank. Because we, as a human species, waste so much food and harder stuff. It's still good. I know this is much. Chocolate doesn't go bad on January the 1st every year, like some people think. Because got a And most people don't understand the numbers, and most of them are best useful. But as for chocolate, it takes long and long to keep it out in the sun and don't let it go turn brown, keep it in the fridge and so forth. But I'm going to talk about food waste because it is two type of scroungers. I'm a scrounger. You got hunters who hunt for food, and you got the lesser known and often shame apart scroungers like me. These scroungy things, he knows a little bit about food and so forth. If the salmon's open, don't eat it. If the salmon stay in pack, unopened little bags like you get at the 7-Eleven, no air, no nothing, and you don't see no mood. Good sense that they have to stay eatable. The knowledge of how much food out there being wasted. We do have enough food, but you know something? We waste a lot of food. There's a lot of people who don't want leftovers. Well, I live by leftovers. When I cook something and I put it in bags and so forth. That's responsibility with your food. Not buy some chicken and eat half chicken and throw it away at the campsite thing so the bear could eat it. And then we have a trouble bear. This is reason why we locked the garbage cans for bears, ravens, or anything else to get into our garbage. So most of the stuff I find is by people who just damn too lazy when they move out or go camping trips to donate the leftovers because here in the Yukon, we are not far from the border. You can't take food over the border. What they do, they leave behind the hotel rooms. Or they put everything in the garbage and leave it in the garbage in the front of the hotel. Because they just don't know what to do with it. Wasteful. A good person like me cook big, put everything in, and spend 2 or 3 weeks with leftovers. Or make something. I took 3 onions and did an 1800 weight of baking it. Now I'm going to chop it up, put it in bags so I have nice roasted oven onions for my food. That's recycling. That's how you do. But I'm going to have all the bit of how the human race, this human race, waste everything. Because it's time for us to pull out our foot stump and say, that's enough. Learn to use the food wisely. Don't be afraid of leftovers. Don't be afraid of frozen pot. Don't be afraid of melted chocolate or after the holidays. Oh, the due dates. If it looks bad, smell bad, it's bad. That's what I go through. That's why I got food safety note level 1. I know what things look like, smell like, and so forth. You get that here in Canada, so people hire you for restaurants. Know that you are a very responsible person. You know your safety. You know how to handle food safety. You know how to use your nice and funk safety. Because food safety is the best way for you, the customer, not to get food poisoning. So with that knowledge I learned a few years ago, this has also kept me safe from food poisoning when I look for idiot who waste things. Other than Tommy, who probably don't have training. I recommend it. Get your food safety level 1. Then you know how to, tell your food from bad food. When you rotate your cans and so forth. It's a needed thing. So I'm one up from Tommy on that. Because I know knowledge is power, a man told me on TV once. And I'm using that to keep me safe because people are wasteful, dangerous, and so forth. And there's no sensory. Bye.